runners, happy Monday. It is November 3rd. Welcome to November. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I certainly did, and excited to recap week 9 of my Gilbert half marathon training. We're now in taper mode with less than 3 weeks, 19 days to be exact, until the big race. So thanks for stopping by. It is Monday morning here, about 62 degrees. Just having a cup of coffee, not too chilly, although the mornings have been nice. Our highs now are in the upper 80s, low 90s. So it's a little warmer than usual. I believe our average temperature is 83, 84. So it should cool down by mid to end of week a few degrees. My wife has a marathon on Sunday, so we're hoping that it cools down, but it looks like it might be in the upper 50s for the race. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. And I'll again recap week 9, which saw me hit 35.1 miles to be exact. Really, that's my largest or highest mileage for the training block. Typically, I'll get close to 40, sometimes, mid 40s. I did struggle a bit, as you guys know, if you saw my recent past videos, when I did get hit with COVID about 4 weeks ago. That took a little bit out of me, but I rebounded. I'm feeling pretty good. I still have a little bit of phlegm and light congestion, but other than that, no, I'm feeling pretty much 100%. So, yeah, let's hop into it. So week 9, I started off the week with a recovery run of 3 miles because I was coming off a 10K the day before, so there's a nice easy run, and then the next day just an easy run of 4.2 miles to be exact. And then Wednesday was my first hard workout of the week. I pushed the speed workout to Wednesday instead of Tuesday so I can give my body 2 days recovery before hitting the speed workout. And that speed workout was a 2x3 miles at half marathon goal race pace, which for me I've set at 8 minutes and 19 seconds, which is under 150. And I felt pretty good throughout. It was only on the second set that I was starting to feel a little fatigued. I will go ahead and put those splits here right now. As you can tell, the first set was 8:13, 8:15, and 8:12. So I felt good. The course that I run, it's 2.5 miles, and it's a loop, a circle, and there's a little bit of a climb before you get to the top. Not much, maybe a quarter mile or just a tad longer. But then, it bottoms out a little bit or flattens, and then it drops a bit, and then it flattens, and it goes right back up that hill. So it's an honest course, especially when you're doing a couple of mile sets like this. You're bound to go up, go down, and run flat. So as you can tell, yeah, I felt good. It was the second set. I ran 8:14, 8:19, 8:13. That second mile at 8:19, I was going up the hill, and I remember looking at my watch, and I think I was running at my slowest, like 8:24, which I wasn't worried about. I got to the top, and I ended up averaging 8:19, but then I closed strong on the next one at an 8:13 to finish out the set. I did have a 3-minute recovery or rest. Basically, I stopped and then just walked a little bit and then picked it right back up. So I'm excited. The body was able to run those 6 miles with a little break in between. So not being a race and just going out there by myself and running it. How did I feel? I felt good. I didn't feel like, oh, this is a piece of cake, which it shouldn't be. But I guess a part of me was hoping that maybe it'd feel just a tad easier. But nonetheless, I know when I get out there on race day, I'm going to have people around me, and that 8:19 pace should feel easier, which I'm not going to start out at. I'll go a little bit slower as I'm still trying to maintain negative splits on the races. So yeah, excited. As you can tell, that was Wednesday that I did that. And then, did some strength training throughout the week. And then Friday was Halloween. My wife and I went out for a little run. Nice way to spend Halloween, and we were dressed in black and orange. So that was a lot of fun. And then Saturday was my long run, and I had 13 on the slate, as this was my long run, or last long run of the training block. So it was basically running 13 miles and then just kind of working in a couple of half marathon race pace. This would be basically the second one in a couple of days, just fine tuning it a bit. So what I did was I parked at this park and ride area, and then I ran 4 miles. I had a little water bottle just before 4 so I could pick it up. When I got to 4 miles, I started a 2 mile half marathon goal pace. As you can tell, I'll put it up here. 8:17 and 8:16 were the splits. Felt pretty good. I've been working on cadence because my cadence honestly is bad. When I go out for an easy run, it'll be 163 to 165. Ideally, it'd be good to get close to 180. That's kind of like the gold standard in cadence, but doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a bad run. I just need to work on that. So I was focusing a lot on cadence and trying to keep it, above 170 when I was running more of an easy to moderate pace. And then when I got into my goal race pace, that was, inching up close to 178, or excuse me, faster than 180, I believe it was, or even above 180, 184. So something I'm still working on. And then after the 2 mile goal race pace, I ended up at the car in the parking lot so that I could drop off one little bottle and just pick up another that has some Gatorade in it. And then I started out with a mile float around 9:30ish, 9:25, and then I'll put it on the screen here. I did 3 miles at the shooting for 8:19, which I did 8:19, 8:18, and 8:18. It was during this part of the run I was starting to get a little fatigued at a mile and a half into the 3 mile race pace, but I was able to, buckle down, just focus on what I needed to do, stay relaxed, composed, and then hit the times. It was really nice outside, a little chilly actually. Where I do a lot of my speed workouts like this, it probably was in the low 50s, 51, 52, which I know it's not freezing, but my hands were feeling chilly. Um, when you're used to having hot summers and lows in the 90s and 80s, the low 50s are chilly, but it's definitely a welcome sight. I actually can't wait to wear gloves and long sleeves, but that might be a little bit of time here, maybe at least a couple weeks or so. So yeah, a good workout on Saturday. I got 13.1 miles, total time of 158:37. Not that it matters, but just I felt good. Um, yeah, I'm excited for the opportunity to be racing another half marathon, and I really feel positive, and I'm looking forward to hitting my goal, hopefully exceeding what I'm shooting for, but at least getting under that 150 mark come November 22nd. So yeah, that's kind of the week for week 9, and afterwards just a little pic here of me, just excited to get the run done. So what's next this week? The mileage will drop a bit from last week to 35.1. I'll get pretty close to 30, 29 to 30 miles. Tomorrow, I've got a speed workout where I'm going to try to run about 6 miles at half marathon race pace, nonstop. So I'll do that tomorrow morning. And then my long run will be 10 miles, and I'll focus towards the latter part of that run at half marathon race pace. And then I'm going to go out. I've already mapped out my wife's marathon course for next Sunday. I hope to see her like 5, maybe even 6 spots. So I've got that all, you know, logistically planned out, and looking forward to her having a great race. So that's it for now, and I hope you guys have a good week. And if there's any races that you guys are training for, or perhaps maybe you raced last week, or if you did New York City Marathon, congratulations. But I'd love to hear it. Definitely drop a comment down below, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I understand once you get to 50 subscribers, you can do a live stream. I've never done anything like that. This is just something I like to do for fun, but maybe we get to 50 subscribers, I can see about the live stream and just see how that goes. So anyways, thanks for watching the video all the way to the end, and have yourself a great day.